Aquarius, hi. So this is going to be a reading for July 20th through the 26th. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Aquarius. The overall energy for the reading, the Nine of Pentacles, that comes through as confidence and stability and strength within yourself there. So that's a nice energy. In the recent past, the Three of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, the Page of Cups. You're showing me your stability. You're showing me a partnership that's kind of surrounding your stability there. And you're showing me, everything's cool here. Everything's good. We're good. Okay. In the current situation, the King of Wands, the Ten of Swords, the Seven of Cups. You're showing up very, very, very confident, saying, yeah, I'm done here. I think I'm gonna move on. I think it's related to what's going on there in the past, maybe to that partnership, but it could be something else that you're done with. I don't know, but very, very clear and confident, like, yeah, I'm just about done here. I'm ready to take off and move on. Okay. In the immediate future, the Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands. Man, you're taking your sweet time with this. There's something, there's an initiative of some sort. There's something that you may feel inclined to jump in, to be like, okay, I'll give this a try because it's appealing to me, But definitely coming through as taking your sweet time with it too. So you're not just gonna jump in there, eyes closed and like, oh, I don't even know what the fuck this is, but it feels good, so fuck it. Nah, you're like, okay, this feels really, really nice. So, let me just sit with it for a little bit though. So, okay. Okay. Let's clarify. Let's do the Nine of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands. There's a sense of fairness to you, like no tomorrow. There's like you're almost looking like a Libra here. Like no, this like you're functioning from that energy, strong energy of fairness. And it could be especially at work or something you're working on. It's something tied up to your stability, maybe even home. But a strong sense of fairness, of evenness, because there is an energy exchange here. Okay, let's do the Three of Pentacles, the Sun, the Ten of Swords, the Moon. Ooh. A lot of energy that just runs its course in the collective. A lot of that going on, and it's kind of blindsiding everyone. I see this partnership. It's surrounded by happiness, stability, all the good things, and then something just shuts off there. Something is just not. At some point, somebody comes in and says, "I'm just not feeling it." And I'm like, but I see the energy there, but I can also see that it just is just cut off. It's a done deal. And this one definitely showed up, like creeped in on you, like you didn't see it coming. If this is you feeling all of a sudden disconnected from this, you didn't see it coming. Like, oh, okay. I think nobody did over there. Let me do the Ten of Pentacles, the Lovers, the King of Wands, the Temperance card. I'm just seeing things working great. It's awesome. It's stable. It's fun. It's this, that, and the other. It's like everything's fine here. It just carries a sense of. Again, it ran its course too. This one. Everywhere in the collective, just things popping in that just ran their course, and it's like they gotta go. And then I have you guys coming in and telling me, but it was fine. And I'm like, I can see that. But, sometimes, things don't have to go south to run their course. It just happens. Yeah, somebody just didn't feel it anymore. They were like, I need something else. They grow out of it. They shift into a different frequency. I don't know what's going on. For the Page of Cups, you get the Eight of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the King of Swords. Yeah, it's like, I need something a little more exciting. Even though you're not necessarily saying that and looking for that specifically, that's how the energy comes through. And that signals to me a sense of you've outgrown that, whatever that is. When you look back at that energy, you can recognize nothing's really off here, like nothing really happened to kind of throw me off, but I just feel like I'm not feeling it anymore. Okay, let me do the King of Wands in the current situation. The Ace of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, the Strength card. And again, you're coming through with a really clear energy of, well, I got to do something about it, right? If I just don't feel it anymore, I got to cut it off. And a lot of determination to do that and to be very, very clear and specific about it, not just be like, oh, I don't know what's going on. Because you know what's going on. At this point, you do. I don't know over there in the past if you figured it out meanwhile, but right now you're showing up super clear and confident about the direction that you're taking, which could be away from that. And it's not easy, to step into your truth like that, but you do have your stubbornness with you, your fixed sign stubbornness, but I have to do it. Okay, no matter how hard it is. Let me do the 10 of Swords. The 6 of Swords, the Star, the Magician. And that's the thing. It's not like, well, I'm just bored with this, so I'm going to go do that. Because you don't even know what that is. Like in most cases, and in your case here, you don't know where you're going next, what's happening. It's not like you're replacing one thing with another. No. It's just, you got to be, stepping into your truth here and being like, if I don't feel something here, I got to cut it off. Where are you going? I don't know. Doesn't matter. I'll figure it out. So you don't necessarily have a direction about what's next, but you do know that you need to move into the next stage, even if you don't know what that is. So you can only do that in this case if you cut this off. And I think that's the process that you're in the middle of. And to some extent, I do see you wanting to be very, very clear here, to not leave any loose ends. There's a little part of you that almost is kind of sneaking away from here, sneaking out of this one, but I don't think you're going to do that, really. I think you might be very blunt and very clear and then just walk off really fast, which leaves the impression of, wait, what? So it leaves a little bit of uncertainty, or a little bit of, it doesn't look like 100% clear. For the 7 of Cups, you get the 5 of Swords, the Hangman, the Ace of Wands. That's the thing, you're not going anywhere. You're not, As you're kind of cutting this off from what you're showing me, you're not budging, you're not moving, you're not walking out the door. You're standing in the door. Your energy is not moving. It's almost like, well, I need to find something to do outside the door before I can actually go. So it's looking a little redundant. As much clarity as there is in this energy of, you're probably trying to put something behind you here. You're not walking, so nothing's remaining behind you. Even if you have your back turned to it, you're still there. You're not walking out yet being the key word. So it may look a little redundant. It may look, you're clear in your energy, but you may be interpreted as not clear at all. Like, what are you doing? You're not going anywhere? No, I am. Look, I'm done here, so consider me gone. I can't consider you gone because you're right here. I can consider you right in my face. You know what I mean? So it's yeah, it's a little redundant. Let me do the Page of Pentacles. In the immediate future, you get the Ten of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, the Two of Swords. This almost looks like if you bought a dump of a property and you're trying to make it like this paradise looking type of a thing. It almost looks like that, like a project like that. Where you don't know shit about shit. You don't even know what a drywall is. And you're like, okay, well, I'm learning all of that and I'm putting it together from scratch and I don't know shit. I don't even know what kind of nails do I need. Good nail guns? Can I get a hammer and, you know, put all of this house with a little hammer and that's it? Like it looks like that, like something you want to turn into this magical paradise type of a fairy tale. Which I feel like if you have that intention, I feel like you'll get there. Just the way you're starting off, maybe that's why you're taking your time. You're studying or you're trying to learn about nail guns. I don't know. Because you're starting off very, very confused. Not confused, just not knowing. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing here. You know, but it's exciting. And the idea that I have for this, oh my God. So I'm not sure if this is about that. Like you're getting something and you're trying to get it from, it's not even from scratch. It's dilapidated. It's broken. It's ew. And you're trying to make it beautiful, you know, but you don't know what you're getting yourself into necessarily. And I don't think that deters you. I don't think that scares you, you know, because the intention is super, super nice and super, super strong. And you're also carrying a sense of, I'll learn as I go. But right now, looking at it, I don't have a fucking clue about shit, you know? So, again, maybe that's why you're taking your time with something, but I see you jumping in it. A project, an idea, I don't know what this is. For the Knight of Pentacles, in the immediate future, you get the Page of Cups, the Five of Wands, the Three of Wands. Also, you may encounter some challenges, you know, if this is a, you know, ran down type of a property, let's say, you know what you're signing up for. You can see it, right? But then you kind of start to open it up to see what can be thrown out with, and it just crashes even more. It's even worse than you thought and worse than you've seen it be, you know? So you may run into some challenges down the road here with this one, whatever this is. So again, that kind of slows you down. Again, I still see you going for it, you know? Even if it is slowing you down, even if it is showing up as challenging sometimes, even if you are confused out of your mind because you know nothing about, again, even drywalls. You're like, okay, well, I'm not going to let that stop me. For the Ace of Wands, in the immediate future, you get the Two of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, the Death card. I feel like you're going to try. Whatever the situation is, which is part of your new chapter. So you're entering the new chapter, but a little bit bumpy by the looks of it. You're going to try anyway. You're kind of like, I'm committed to this. I might as well at least try. And then comes the aspect of, you got to be honest with yourself. Now that you tried, and now that you look at all of it, is it doable or not moving forward? And, you know, the moment of truth definitely comes in play for you. And I feel like you're going to listen to yourself, whatever that truth is for you. From what I'm seeing here in the energy is you're kind of giving me a sense of it's not worth it, you know. But that doesn't have to be that, because energy is fluid. It can change. Maybe you are becoming more and more passionate. Maybe you're starting to know more than even drywalls and, you know, all sorts of shit. And the point about this energy that's coming through at the end for you is the moment of truth is coming. So when that moment is coming for you, when you put everything into balance and you know, your intentions, the challenges that you're encountering, everything that comes through with this experience, the question might pop in kind of like that. Is it worth it? So then you gotta listen to yourself. Interesting. Let me see what the universe has for you as a final advice. The Seven of Swords, the Sun, the Three of Wands. I feel like you're kind of, signing up for some sort of adventure. You might leave behind the sense of something that could be stable for you, and, to some extent you know what that's about, for something that you have no fucking clue what that is. But there's excitement in that. There's, hey, I gotta at least try. At least from where you're coming from, For some reason, yeah, you look like you're stepping into a sense of adventure. Of, I don't fucking know what I'm doing here, but hey, I owe it to myself to at least try. Okay. Just listen to yourself along the way. Whatever this is, yeah, if you feel like I gotta try something that I don't know nothing about, go ahead. Why the fuck not? Just again, try to stay in touch with yourself and listen to yourself as you go. But anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time.